family, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. My name is Victoria, and on this channel we'll talk about health, lifestyle, school, challenges, and a little bit of everything. Feel free to join my family by clicking on the red subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to know whenever I post any new video. Last video we discussed on diabetes mellitus, a little bit, insulin, and glucose. So on today's video we're going to discuss on diabetes type 1. Type 1 diabetes can develop at any age, but is mostly developed at adolescence or during childhood. Diabetes symptoms differs depending on how your blood sugar level is elevated. In type 1 diabetes, symptoms normally comes up quickly and severe. What are the causes of diabetes type 1? The exact cause of diabetes type 1 is unknown, but present research have shown that the immune system that normally fight and destroy harmful bacteria and viruses now attack and destroy the cells that produce insulin in the pancreas. And when this happens, it will leave you with little or no insulin to regulate your blood sugar, which will now cause glucose to build up in your bloodstream. And this can lead you to start having dehydration. When there is more sugar in your body, you tend to urinate more often or pee more often, because that's another way that the sugar can leave your body. Number 2, weight loss. The glucose that goes out through urine normally goes out with calories. That is why many people with diabetes lose weight. Number 3, diabetic ketoacidosis. This happens when the body cannot get enough glucose for fuel. The body will now break down fat cells instead, and this will now create chemical known as ketones. Then your liver will now release the stored glucose to help out. If your body cannot use it due to lack of insulin, then the sugar will now build up in your bloodstream with the acidic ketone. The mixture of the glucose, dehydration, acid is what is known as ketoacidosis. Now let's look at the signs and symptoms of diabetes type 1. Increased hunger mostly after eating, extreme thirst, blurry vision, loss of weight, dry mouth, frequent urination, bedwetting, slow healing sores or slow healing wounds. When you have excess glucose or sugar in your body, your healing process will be very slow. Now, what are the signs of emergency in type 1 diabetes? What are the signs that you see? You know that you need serious help immediately. Number 1, shaking and confusion, rapid breathing, loss of consciousness, fruity smells from your breath. If you experience all these symptoms, you seriously need help immediately. Now, what are the risk factors of diabetes type 1? Who are the people at risk of developing type 1 diabetes? Number 1 is family history. Family history in the sense that if in your family you have brothers, sisters, uncles, parents that develop type 1 diabetes during adolescence age or childhood, there is every tendency that it will be in the family, it runs in the family. So if you have a family history of type 1 diabetes, you just have to check yourself regularly because it will still be there. Number 2 is environmental factors, such as exposure to viral illness can still play a vital role in someone developing type 1 diabetes. Number 3 is race or geography. Recent research have shown that it affects whites more than blacks. What are the complications of diabetes type 1? Diabetes complications may be disabling or life-threatening. It's not something that someone should wish for, to get to complication of diabetes. The longer you have diabetes and poor control of the diabetes, the higher your risk of complication. And these complications are retinopathy, which is eye damage. Excess blood sugar can damage the eye, which can lead you to have cataracts or glaucoma. And this happens when blood, when the glucose have damaged the blood vessels of the eye. That is when the individual will now start developing cataracts, glaucoma, one eye problem or the other. And if it's not managed very well, it can actually lead to blindness. Number two, skin conditions. Diabetes may lead you to start having fungi infection or bacterial infection. That is just because your immune system is low and there is excess glucose in your bloodstream or in your body. And all these bacteria, they will grow there, leaving you to start having fungi infection or bacterial infection. Number three, hearing impairment or damage. Hearing problems are common with people with diabetes. That is one of the complications of diabetes. Number four, cardiovascular diseases. Diabetes increase the risk of heart attack, coronary problem, cardiac arrest, chest pain, stroke, and narrowing of the arteries. Number five, neuropathy, which is nerve damage. When you have excess glucose in your body, it can damage the capillaries in your system. And this can lead you to start having burning sensation or pain at the toes or fingers that gradually, spread to the upward. It can also cause numbness or tingling. If they are not managed or treated, you can lose, feelings or sensation at the very parts of that numbness or tingling. You can actually lose sensation in that part. Number six, nephropathy, which is kidney damage. Our kidney contains millions of tiny blood vessels, which we call glomeruli, and its work is to remove waste from the blood or filter waste from the blood. Diabetes can damage this filtering system. When it's severely damaged, it can lead to kidney failure or irreversible end-stage kidney damage, which may require a dialysis or kidney transplant. Number seven, sexual dysfunction. If an individual is suffering from diabetes, be it type 1, type 2, your sexual activities will reduce. Your erection will also reduce. Ejaculation will also reduce. It's only when a man is erected that man can penetrate or have sex. So you see that your level of erection will reduce. And even when you erect, your level of longness, your elasticity, the way you will last in bed will also, reduce because of glucose. That's if at all you erect or stand. So the complication of diabetes is severe and it's not something that someone have to pray for, because sometimes you can even be confused. Confusion stage is also very bad. You see that person behave like a mad human being, poo on the floor. Now, what are the prevention of diabetes type 1? Number one, exercise. We need to exercise. When we say exercise, it doesn't mean that it have to be hard exercise or, run as if you're going for Olympic. No, there are some exercise that you can do. Exercise like 30 minutes walk, taking a day walk, ride a bike, 30 minutes bike. It's also an exercise which can help you. You don't need to do rigorous exercise for you to know that you are exercising. So little exercise can help you. Let exercise be part of what you do in a daily basis. Because when you exercise, it will increase the sensitivity of insulin in your cells. Number two, eat healthy. You need to reduce the intake of food high in fats and calories and embrace food high in fiber. They will help you a lot. Cut down on your calories level, fat intake food, and embrace fibers, vegetables, fruits. I hear people say that when a person is suffering from diabetes, that person doesn't need to take fruit because fruit is, sweet thing or whatever. But that's not true. I will make video for that, but If you're suffering from diabetes, there are some fruits that is also good for you to take. You take it, you exercise, and at the same time you eat healthy. And please, when you hear fruit, it doesn't mean that you should go and buy all these canned fruits, 500 milligram of this fruit, this that juice. I don't want to call any juice name, but it is not all this coke and canned juice that you take. No, that is not the fruit we're talking about. We're talking about the fruit that you can get at your backyard. Number four, lose excess weight. If you're overweight, you need to lose some weight. Whether you're even suffering from diabetes, there is tendency of developing diabetes, we all need to lose some weight. That is, if you want to run away from diabetes, you need to cut down your size, reduce your weight. If you're weighing about 90.7 kilograms, you need to reduce it, come down to 60.5 kilograms. It will go a long way in helping you run away from diabetes. Lastly, if we can control what goes into our mouths, honestly we will live long. Healthy eating and lifestyle still remains the ultimate way of living healthy, of running away from diabetes, of running away from hypertension, running away from stroke, running away from some illnesses. So please, let's curtail what goes into our mouth. It will help us a lot in life. Thank you so much for being part of my channel today. To my returning subscribers, I say thank you. To my visiting friends, I also say thank you. Please don't leave without subscribing. Hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. Drop your comment on the comment section if you like this topic, and let us discuss together. See you in my next video. Bye.